The following is a special presentation of Tony Kurre Radio.
Howdy flippin' happy Friday morning, woo! It's Tony Bone, TKR. Hey, a big thanks to Fox 6 WBRC. We've had a wonderful partnership with them on the Kurre and Claypo show and on Tony Kurre Radio. We're on every Thursday with Janice Rogers and Mike Dubberly and whoever else will have us. And they're the coolest and best television station we have here in the Birmingham metro area. And every single Thursday we do something with them on the air. We also had a show on their OTT. And they've just been super cool with us, and we greatly appreciate the wonderful partnership with Fox 6. They are the coolest television station in town, and that's why they're number one. We love that. The last full weekend before Christmas, of course, Christmas coming up a week from Sunday. I hope you're having a wonderful, peaceful, blessed, stay in the moment, be still type of holiday season. It's been super crazy around here, but I hope you're having a fantastic holiday season. Make sure you take care of the people around you and get all your shopping done so you can relax this next week. I know a lot of people, including all the kids, are going to be out of school. Want to wish a big happy birthday. This is kind of where something bad had to happen for something good to happen in my life. If you remember, about a year and a half, 2 years ago, Dusty Hill from ZZ Top passed away. And they just made a big announcement, by the way, Billy F. Gibbons and the rest of ZZ Top going on the road with Leonard Skinner for a big summer tour. It's only going to last a couple of months, but pretty cool. And I'm assuming that our good friend Damon Johnson will be playing guitar for Leonard Skinner. So I think as close to coming around here as Alpharetta over in the Atlanta area. I don't know if they're coming back to Birmingham, but they might. But Dusty passed away. I had a very good friend of mine, J.D. Lyons, down in Delray, Florida, who I'd known from years ago, who knew Austin Hanks, who played with Slick Lily, who I used to bring on stage at Rockingham Palace. 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon, right? So he's like, Austin's out in San Bernardino. You ought to call him because I think he plays with Billy Gibbons in his Big Bad Blues Band. And you could talk to him about Dusty Hill. And so I reached out to Austin, and I had known Austin for a long period of time. We just hadn't talked in 30 years. And the next thing you know, he's asking me about blues music. Do I play any here on Tony Kurre Radio? I said, no, but I'd love to. He goes, I'd love to do a blues show. Next thing you know, we're doing a blues show. And 2 weeks later, Austin Hanks has Billy Gibbons on my radio station almost weekly for a while, talking about great blues music. And Billy Gibbons today turned 73 years old and still getting after it. They've been doing it for 50 years, still getting after it. Of course, blues music, you ain't running side by side. You ain't doing the Angus Young thing or the Mick Jagger thing going back and forth, so I expect Billy Gibbons to play till he's about 103. But happy birthday to you, Billy. Greatly appreciate everything you've done for my radio station and certainly your incredible legacy as a blues artist and as a classic rock artist. Billy Gibbons turned 73. Also, we have the first bowl game of the season. Go Blazers, yeah! 10:30 this morning, live in the Bahamas. I reached out to Mark Ingram, the athletic director from the UAB Blazers. We do a show called the UAB Director's Chair that we run every single week. He was having a Wi-Fi situation down there in the Bahamas. We were going back and forth, just couldn't record anything. We'll catch back up with him next week, find out what's going on. We also have Trent Dilfer on, the new head coach of the UAB Blazers. We'll have him on here the next couple of years. 2023 is going to be killer. It's going to be an awesome year. So we'll have Trent on, we'll have Mark on every single week. UAB Fan Nation, get after it. And of course, best of luck for the UAB Blazers taking on Miami, Ohio. 10:30 this morning, the bowl season gets underway in earnest. It's going to be fantastic. Also, finally, I saw this story. So you think you had a bad day. It's a brand new segment I'm going to do on Tony Kurre Live and on TKR and our podcast. So you think you had a bad day. I don't know if you saw the story. I sent the story out this morning. 2-year-old Uganda kid is swimming off the shore of a lake called Lake Edwards in Uganda. A hippo comes up, takes the kid in his mouth. Hippos are like the most dangerous animals in the world. Despite the fact that they're herbivores, they have got nasty teeth. They can crush a body in a heartbeat. Phyllis, good morning to you. And they're just plain nasty. They're very tutorial. Anyway, this hippo takes this 2-year-old kid who's swimming in this lake, swallows him. A couple of villagers around started throwing rocks at this hippo, and after a few seconds, the hippo regurgitated, vomited the kid back up. The kid is okay. Yeah, you think you missed that parking spot there at Publix yesterday? You think you had a bad day? A 2-year-old gets swallowed by a hippo in Uganda. After a few seconds, is regurgitated. Is this a new Jonah story? Don't tell me, don't tell me Jonah and the whale ain't real. Could you imagine how cool would that be one day to tell your grandkids? Now let me tell you. You had a bicycle wreck today and you skinned up your knee. Let me tell you about the story I had when I was 2 years old. I mean, that is flipping crazy, man. Great story. Glad to get his. They sent him to the hospital and he was crying because he didn't know what the hell happened. And they're like, "You all right?" And he's like, "Yeah, just get swallowed by a hippo and spit back out." So there is a God. I hope you have a fantastic day. I hope you listen to Tony Curre Radio. We got great classic rock and roll. Coming up on the 18th, which is this Sunday, we're going to be doing a special 2-hour Damon Johnson Christmas special. It's going to be 2 hours of all of Damon Johnson's favorite Christmas songs. You'll hear some stuff from Brother King, God Rest You Merry Gentlemen, and it's going to be a fantastic show. Look for it wherever you get your podcast through Spotify. Spotify is our main podcast source because they play music and pay our licensing. So check out podcast and look for the Damon Johnson Christmas special. It's 2 hours of great classic and his favorite Christmas music. I also did a show yesterday, When in Rome, with Stuart Rome. He picked 6 of his favorite Christmas songs we'll be playing starting next week. He's got Twisted Sister, Weezer, Joan Jett. They all did Christmas music. It's a fantastic show. Birmingham.woodhousespas.com, Birmingham.woodhousespas.com. And David, good morning to you, brother. Brandon, good morning to you, man. God bless you, man. But yeah, check out all of our music. If you tune in anytime, I know a lot of people play Christmas music, but we're going to be playing some stuff you just don't get a chance to hear very often. So if you get a chance, go check out our Christmas specials all over TKR. And if you go just download or look for the Tony Curre Radio podcast, wherever you get your podcast, we're on every major indice. You can listen to all of our great shows, whether they have music in them or not. It's fantastic. I hope you have a fantastic day. Get after it. Enjoy your Friday. Slow down a little bit. Think about others. Drive a little more defensively, go a little slower. It's going to be super killer chilly next week. I'm looking forward to actually having Christmas-type weather here next week, so it's going to be awesome. I love you, and we'll get after it all weekend right here on Tony Curre Radio.
This has been a special presentation of Tony Curre Radio.